Stop doing this in football. Football is a simple game, but many players make it far more complicated than it needs to be. Not because they lack talent, not because they lack skill, but because they repeat the same mistakes again and again. Mistakes that slow the game down, mistakes that make players predictable, mistakes that stop them from improving. Today, we're going to talk about some things you should stop doing in football if you truly want to become a better player. Because sometimes improvement does not come from learning something new. Sometimes it comes from removing bad habits. Stop holding the ball too long. One of the biggest mistakes players make is holding the ball for too long. Many players believe that every time they receive the ball, they must create something special. They try to dribble, they try to turn, they try to beat defenders. But football is not about doing everything yourself. The longer you keep the ball, the easier you become to defend. Professional players understand a simple rule. The ball should move faster than the opponent. When the ball moves quickly, the defense cannot organize. When the ball moves quickly, space appears. That is why great teams rely on quick passing and simple decisions. Holding the ball too long does not show confidence. Often, it shows hesitation. And hesitation in football is dangerous. Stop playing with your head down. Another common mistake is playing without awareness. Many players focus only on the ball. They look down while controlling it. They start thinking only after they receive it. But by that time, the pressure has already arrived. Top players do something different. They scan the field constantly. Before the ball even reaches them, they already know where their teammates are, where the defenders are, where the open space is. This small habit makes a huge difference. Because football is not just about technique, it is about information. The more information you collect before receiving the ball, the faster and better your decisions will be. Stop trying to do everything alone. Football is a team game, yet many players behave as if they are alone on the field. They try to dribble through 3 defenders. They ignore open teammates. They force actions that are unnecessary. But football rewards cooperation, not isolation. The best teams move like a single organism. One player passes, another player moves. Another player creates space. Success in football often comes from simple connections between players. When the ball moves between teammates, defenders have to move too, and movement creates opportunities. Trying to do everything alone usually leads to one result: losing the ball. Stop forcing difficult plays. Many players believe football is about highlights. They want spectacular dribbles, long passes, powerful shots from impossible angles. But football does not reward constant risk. It rewards intelligent decisions. Sometimes the smartest choice is not the most exciting one. A simple pass backward can reset the attack. A safe pass sideways can open new angles. Great players understand when to take risks and when to stay calm. They know that not every moment requires brilliance. Sometimes football is about patience. Stop standing still after passing. Another mistake many players make is becoming passive after passing the ball. They pass, and then they stop moving. But football does not stop. Movement after passing is one of the most important principles of the game. Passing the ball should start a new action. Move forward, create space, offer a new option. This constant movement keeps the game dynamic and unpredictable. Standing still makes you easy to defend. Moving makes you dangerous. Stop ignoring space. Many players think football is about controlling the ball, but in reality, football is about controlling space. Great players constantly look for empty areas on the field. They move between defenders. They create angles. They open passing lanes. Space is what allows teams to progress. If you only focus on the ball, you miss the bigger picture. Understanding space is one of the biggest steps toward playing smarter football. Stop panicking under pressure. Pressure is a normal part of football, but many players panic when defenders approach. They rush their passes. They clear the ball without thinking. They lose control. Professional players react differently. They stay calm. Calm players see options. Calm players make better decisions. Confidence under pressure is not about bravery. It comes from preparation and awareness. The more you understand the game, the less pressure affects you. Stop playing without purpose. Sometimes players run everywhere without a clear reason. They chase the ball constantly. They move randomly. But football requires intelligent movement. Every run should have a purpose: to create space, to support a teammate, to break a defensive line. Running without purpose wastes energy. Smart movement saves energy and creates opportunities. Stop thinking football is only about skill. Skills are impressive. They look good on social media. They excite fans. But skills alone do not make great players. The best players combine technique with intelligence. They know when to pass, when to move, when to slow the game down. Football intelligence often matters more than flashy ability. Final message. Improving in football is not always about learning new tricks. Sometimes it is about removing habits that hold you back. Stop holding the ball too long. Stop playing with your head down. Stop trying to do everything alone. Stop forcing difficult plays. Start thinking earlier. Start moving smarter. Start playing simpler. Because in football, simplicity is not weakness, it is mastery. And players who understand this simple truth are the ones who truly control the game.